Hi, Craig with the Butler Pantry in Saugatuck, Michigan. Welcome back to the 350 Club wine video. And this week, let me introduce our special guests. We have Elvis Jr., the mascot for the Butler Pantry.
Elvis.
Yeah, and we have Julia, who is on this run celebrating St. Patty's Day. And Elvis couldn't make it today because he's on tour, but instead we are graced with Steve and Edie. Let's give them a big hand. Thank you for coming. It's so nice to have you here. Now, this week's video is on 3 wines from Italy. The grape is Montepulciano. Barolo, one of the most famous wines of Italy. Sangiovese, which is the Merlot grape for Italy. So let's take San Zoppito. San Zoppito is actually named after a festival in Abruzzo. And Abruzzo, their festival is called the Festival of San Zoppito. And it is led every year by a white ox. And it goes back a long time. The white ox is not slaughtered, so this is a big white ox that happens to be very happy into the parade, is well taken care of. Nice festivities. So the Montepulciano, it's a rustic grape, spicy. You might compare it to a Zinfandel for the US. And in Italy, there's Primitivo, which you're going to find really kind of similar to the Montepulciano. Now, I have found you need to spend a little money on this. You need to spend at least up to $30, $35 to get a nice full-bodied Montepulciano, but it is really well worth it. And you can enjoy that at the beginning with appetizers, any meal with appetizers, or with any kind of a little spicy dish, meat dish. So Montepulciano, remember that, really fun Italian wine. Now Barolo, we all know the name of Barolo, and I got to tell you, I've been all over the place with this wine. I have had Barolo, that is the inexpensive Barolos. They're not really full-bodied. They're a little light. The expensive Barolos sometimes don't really make the mark. But this one here, which is Paolo Manzoni, and this is from Piedmont. It is a nice, full, very satisfying Barolo. It smooths out after a couple hours of breathing into an amazing wine that will go with any steak or nice pasta, heavy meat pasta dish. Absolutely lovely. And it's this is gonna be maybe up to $40. And that is actually a very reasonable price for Barolo, but it's really well worth it to have for a special occasion. Then, not from Tuscany, where you're going to think that's where people think about getting a Sangiovese. This is from Emilia Romagna, and this is actually one I really enjoy. I got to get the pronunciation right here. Dei Donna, and he is actually one of the renowned Italian winemakers. And this one again, you're going to spend up to $35, $40 for this. But if you've got a special meal, this is really well worth it. You just open it up again, let it breathe for an hour, hour and a half, and it's a solid dinner wine that will complement any nice big dish that you're serving. So remember, Montepulciano, Barolo, Sangiovese, all really lovely Italian wines. My favorites, San Zoppito, and Paolo Manzoni and Dei Donna. And this Saturday, which is the 12th, at the Butler Pantry in Saugatuck, we're hosting a wine with chocolate chip cookies. Cookies on call. And we invite everybody to come down between 1 and 3 o'clock. Come and enjoy.
March 12th.
March 12th.
2022.
Thank you, Jeff. March 12th, 2022. and as you know, before we sign off, we're going to try one of these wines. And we are pouring. And the Montepulciano, which has been actually airing for about an hour. There you go. Take a look at that. Look how deep and red it is. Isn't that great? Thanks, Jeff.
It's so good. It's so good.
Oh,
This one is so good.
it is so good. It is. I actually meant to. I stopped to say amazing, but it's amazing.
No, it's
Anyway,
good. It's good.
thank you, and we will see you next time.